yes. Wait for YouTube to actually connect.
I had not even tried to stream. With my upload speed, it's going to be nigh impossible.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Salted Grump, also known as Selnar or K. Wilson, depending on how much you like me. And with me is my good friend Edmund Dantes, who you might know from the superb Metro Last Light Let's Play he did a few years back.
I'm gonna take a wild guess here and say nobody has any idea who I am, but hi everyone!
Well, I think they know, it's just that most of them haven't heard you before. So,
that's a fair point.
yeah, because your LPs have been subtitled, and honestly, they are quite good. I've always encouraged you about that because of the fact that, well, hey, encouraging good things is always a good thing. And yet, here I am streaming this game. We are on mission 9 of 11. And, yeah, you can already hear my sanity erode. This is not a good game in any way, shape, or form. I don't know why I'm still doing this, except for a sheer sense of misplaced spite, hatred, and a willingness to continue fighting this thing until I beat it.
I mean, to be entirely fair here, spite is probably the biggest motivator for a fair bunch of the people in the world. So, where would we be without spite?
Probably without Circle Master hitting level 99 in the Sector 7 reactor in Final Fantasy 7.
Oh, bloody hell, yeah.
Yeah, that's still magical. It's insane, but magical.
Look at the bright side. It's mission 11 out of 13 from what I see here, and it's called Hope. So, look ahead, think of how little you have to go in this insanity game.
Well, I have to admit, I am wholly planning on grabbing my friend Cool Guy for the last two missions, because the very last mission is boss fight, and I just want him to get shit drunk because of how bad this game is.
You're going to start... you're going to have to start reassessing what you consider friends. Dragging them into here.
Hey, I consider you a friend. What does that say?
Yeah, it's like, hey, you're my friend. Come here. Just have your sanity eroded with me. All right, yeah.
Hey, look on the bright side. At least I'm willing to share my suffering.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, Hope and Hadley's is mission 9, and to recap from missions 1 through 8, the short version is, we are Marines. We have arrived over LV-426, which is the planet that the alien Eponius came from in the movie Alien in 1979, and in the movie Aliens 1986. It is basically a hellhole. The developers, in supplemental information, decided to say that Hadley's Hope, the colony less than a kilometer away from the atmosphere processor in Aliens, survived the 40 megaton thermonuclear explosion of the atmosphere processor because the processor vented everything straight up. Anyone with a brain will go, God damn it, you sons of bitches.
Yeah, I'm not an expert on nuclear physics, but yeah, that sounds like bullshit.
I mean, let's put it this way, the fireball would have obliterated everything within a 5-kilometer radius.
Probably. And we do mean obliterated, like atomized.
Yeah, monatomic vapor, essentially. There's a reason why, in the movie, it was described as, this will turn into a cloud of dust the size of Nebraska. And that's... How often do you hear Nebraska being used as a unit of measurement, right?
I mean, it's a good comparison.
It is. It really is. Which is why the movie is so memorable, because it has just all those amazing lines and statements that still hold up, even now.
I mean, it also probably, kickstarted a whole bunch of, what we now consider to be cliches or tropes of the genre.
Oh, of course. Game over, man. Game over. They only come out at night, mostly.
The entire thing of, having the squad of Marines, the squad, it basically came from that movie.
Essentially, yes. And the director, James Cameron, who you might know as being basically a rather bit of a tyrant, to be honest, he flat out said that he wanted the Marines in Aliens to be like a hardened squad of Vietnam veterans.
Wow.
And that's why Gorman, the officer in charge, was basically a complete rookie with no actual combat experience, so nobody respected
Uh,
him. So yeah, that's side information. Now, the thing about this is that in this previous mission, Rampart, which I completed a couple of days ago, and it just eroded my sanity beyond belief, at the very
I
end of
actually
it,
saw that.
you rescue Corporal Dwayne Hicks.
Hex.
You might remember Hicks because he was a major character in the movie Aliens. There are now, a few dozen plot holes and something being pulled out of someone's ass in regards to why Wei and Ditani only retrieved him from the Sulaco, and why they left Ripley and Newt to die instead of interrogating them, because, well, obviously the two survivors would know more than just the grunt, wouldn't they?
Yeah, especially if, by now, Wei you should have a gigantic murder boner for Ripley. So
Uh huh.
you would think they would extract her at the very least just to, torture her a bit, get some information.
Allegedly, this happened concurrently to Alien 3, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, allegedly. Talking about this movie and anything within the stations of actual film canon is a bit like suggesting that someone take a vice, strap it to their balls, and jump into a river. Anyway, let us start, because this game is going to get only stupider from here, and I already have a perpetual mad-on for all of the characters.
Uh,
And yes, there is a versus mode.
that's, yeah.
Fucking stupid-ass cutscenes. So, now we have to go to operations at Hadley's Hope to fend off a constant attack of aliens. As you can see, we still have the motion scanner. It is still about as useful as tits on a crate. I would love to have a working APC, to be honest, because that would actually be, useful.
Yeah, you think that should be, I was about to say, just permanent on the screen. I don't really think that icon in the middle is doing anything other than telling you can.
Sorry about that. Just had to deal with a couple of idiots getting into my range of fire and all that. This game. The battle rifle, which is the main beat stick that I've been using for this, is honestly probably the only good rifle in the game, because it actually hits stuff and keeps things dead.
You just squished an alien in midair and you got drenched in alien blood. How are you?
Because in this game, alien blood only causes damage to your armor and prevents health regeneration. It does not actually act like acid.
I mean, they probably couldn't get away with doing the damage it should be doing.
Yeah, I mean, the damage it should be doing is essentially fucking eradicating people.
Yep, molecular acid.
Well, to be fair, all types of acid are molecular acid, it's just how potent it
Good
is.
point, yeah.
That fucker took 6 shotgun shells to kill. So I'm actually running low on ammo. I'm going to swap to a different rifle for a moment.
So here's a question. I know that I asked you if you were running the AI fix patch for this, and you mentioned that you weren't. Now here's my question. Do you think the game would be any better if the aliens worked as they supposed to, or is it just going to be shit anyway?
Oh, it's still going to be absolute shit. Oh, hey, look at that, I got killed. Because I dared to pick up the sentry gun to redeploy it, which automatically reloads it. on me.
Oh,
This game, ladies and gentlemen, and fucking hell, I'm back here.
God.
So, let me just show off this for a moment. This is the various weapon selection. There is no slowdown during this. You have no time dilation whatsoever. You cannot hot swap between major weapons. If you run out of ammo, you're fucked.
Oh, that... Yeah, that sounds like a brilliant idea.
It's very Gearbox.
Yeah.
Yes, I decided to kill an alien with a pistol, because I can.
That pistol doesn't really look good.
It's Gorman's pistol, too. It's about 3 times its actual size if it were held by a real human instead of a child-sized robot.
Yeah, what I was actually trying to say was that it doesn't feel like it... Like, it doesn't have a good gun feel, from what I can see.
God,
Like,
what
almost a
feel.
recoil, the sound is bad.
This game is... so many rude words I can apply to it.
You know,
And of course, recoil.
probably one of the first times I'd actually seen the game in motion, other than, you know, just a few videos taking the piss out of the game. And yeah, it's not good.
There's no sense of kinetic motion. There's no momentum, no weight to anything.
Yeah, that's not a bad way of putting it. You know what it reminds me of? This is gonna be a weird comparison. Devil May Cry 2.
I mean, honestly, Devil May Cry 2 has the better story.
Wow. That's a statement. But I meant with the regards to the impacts and the weight of things. Devil May Cry 2 had a thing with nothing felt like you were actually hitting something with a giant ass sword. Like your guns just didn't do anything, and this kind of feels like that.
I know. It's amazingly horrible, isn't it?
Winner, on me! Nothing gets through! Need about 20 more seconds on this door. Keep up the fire!
So the UI is kind of permanently blurry and not in a good, effective retro way. It's just...
Just be glad I've turned off the film grain option.
It looks like a migraine. That's what it looks like.
Oh, actually, you want me to turn on the film grain option? It makes everything look like
No.
even more ass.
Dear Lord, no. Film grain is one of those things that it's really easy to overuse. And 95% of the games that use it completely overuse it.
Welcome to this game where complete overuse is, yeah.
Find anyone still alive inside.
So allegedly, we have to rescue about, 100 Marines. In truth, there's 3.
Okay.
This is... So, I'm actually going to
there we
run
go.
around and show things off a little bit, just grab various bits and bobs of gear that are kinda useful, because I know what's coming up, and it's almost as bad as the rest of this game combined.
You know, a bit of trivia. Apparently they gave LV-426 a name at
Yes,
some point.
they called it Acheron. You know,
Yeah.
the gates to hell, if I recall correctly.
Also, the enemy ship from Master and Commander.
You know, I have watched Master and Commander, the film iteration, obviously.
Yeah.
And if I recall correctly, isn't it part of a large series of novels?
It's a 19-book series by
Yeah.
Peter O'Brien. Peter O'Brien? No.
Oh, there
Not
goes a
O'Brien.
Marine. He dead.
Bye.
Just Tail, slurp, dead, splat.
Yeah, and I'm having flashbacks to Alien Isolation.
Yes, except Alien Isolation is good, and this game is a bit like taking a dump into a wood chipper and aiming it at your friends.
Yeah. Also, the weird thing about Alien Isolation is that the first guy who gets killed by the alien is called Axel, which is my actual name. And that was weird.
Needless to say, it probably gave you a bit of nerves when you heard a dark, spooky noise after that, didn't it?
I knew he was 100% dead the first time I saw like the alien drew. Like, what is this? Oh, honey. Oh, you're so fucking dead.
Well, yeah, you knew he was dead. It's just, how dead?
Very, very dead. Oh man, Alien Isolation, what a good game.
I mean,
it's overlong, but you know.
the one thing that I have always regretted is simply the fact that I have never managed to get myself a copy of Alien Isolation.
Huh. Well, I mean, it usually goes on sale for like, I think last time went on sale for like $2.
Hang on a second, the game just went full fucktard on me and had that thing clip into the desk, and then attack me melee from over here, and then clip back into the desk.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the alien's power. Didn't you see that? Didn't you know that? From the expanded universe. Oh, you're
What in the fuck, game? Now it's just getting stupid. Now I have to hunt down this fucker, because otherwise it'll probably break some sort of fucking trigger, because that's happened before. This is the only time you'll ever see me use this thing for its intended purpose.
So you get a motion tracker, but you don't get a map.
Right. Oh, motherfucker! Sneaky little shit.
They look pissed.
I keep forgetting that I'm actually seeing a couple of seconds behind you because of the stream, and your sneaky little shit line just came up as soon as you took a look at the Marine, and you thought you were just cursing at him.
Well, that got him. Only took 56 rounds. And there we are. That's the last of those fucking lurkers.
Oh, they get a limited spawn?
No, it's just... There's a limited spawn, yes. It's just that
Okay.
lurkers are essentially given an invisibility cloak by the game.
Of course they do.
Because game logic, right? So, I saved this guy's life. Guess what? He was supposed to
He's
die.
gonna get... So he's just gonna stand there forever?
Yep, stand there like a spare prick.
What was the original trigger? The one that didn't trigger? Just suck
I
it
had to
then?
kill the two lurkers outside, otherwise they would have jumped me while I was trying to cut open the door.
Okay.
And dead because I had less than one of my one of my 3 health bars, so insta kill. Game logic, right?
Oh god.
Hey, look on the bright side. I do 10 reps with
I'm
my free
dreading
weights
to
every time I
see-
get killed. So
Was about to say, I'm dreading to see where it drops you after the load again.
and it drops me right at the start of this fucking shambles of a level.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. Right back at the start.
You would think that it would at least checkpoint for every Marine you save, or well, not save, let's say reach. Shit.
Yeah, fuck you. No, this game is shit. Okay, so the pulse rifle, while vaguely fun-ish, is not exactly cutting it. So let's try a different weapon for a while. Have you ever seen Ripley's pulse rifle? Have you ever wondered how much space it takes up on the screen?
No.
Now you don't get a choice. Look at this fucking thing, it's huge!
What the fuck?
I know! What the shit?
Dude, that's like legit 1/4 of the screen.
Oh, a bit more than that, actually. It's still fucking stupid. I will never use that.
I'm just thinking about the QA department in this game.
Quality is
Those poor
QA.
bastards.
So I just grabbed the quote assault rifle, which fires 3-round bursts, simply because of the fact that burst fire is kinda useful in this game. But for my main fuckery and shit, I'm going back to the old 12 gauge with a box magazine, so I can fire it relatively quickly.
I mean,
Because
cannot
otherwise,
really
I
rush
will go
shotgun.
absolutely fucking rage beast on this level, I swear to God. Oh, he's dead.
Is there a modding community for this game?
Yes. They've
Like, can you mod out the dumbass gigantic rifle for something smaller?
Yes.
Now I'm just asking myself, why would anyone ever spend their time trying to mod this game?
To do what Gearbox could not.
Yeah, I mean, love for the franchise, maybe, I guess.
Pretty much. I mean, that's really about the only thing that's keeping these the games going is, well, you know, love of the franchise and all that shit. Oh, for the love of
Nah,
it.
good point. I mean,
Fucking
it's
thing
not
just
like the
crawled down right
franchise
next to
done-
me.
Oh, yeah, just saw that. Well, at least
And then I
alright.
proceeded to punch it full of holes, cause, yeah. Shotgun good in this game. It's the only good weapon in this game, to be honest.
I was supposed to say it's really hard to fuck up a shotgun, but I'm pretty sure there's been more than one game
Daikatana.
that have fucked it up. Like, then I had a bad shotgun.
Daikatana had a shotgun that fired 6 rounds automatically and counted them as 6 separate rounds.
So it was basically like a bolt action rifle but a shotgun.
No. It's not a bolt action. It was a fully automatic shotgun that fired 6-round bursts. And you had to reload every 6 rounds.
I think the guy survived again.
You know, at the end of Aliens, there was 158 people in Hadley's Hope. Well, people total. And by the end of it, there was basically one alien left alive. So, with that in mind, what do you think happened to cause, several hundred aliens to spawn?
Are we counting the Queen as the only one alien alive? No.
Well, the Queen happened to get punted out of an airlock, remember?
Well, if she got punted out of the airlock, she probably landed on her feet, just starting laying eggs again or some dumb shit like that.
And that poor fucker just clipped right through this. Oh god, I fucking hate those lurkers because they're actually the only threatening alien in the entire game.
Is this the game with a weird albino alien?
Kind of. There was one called the Raven, which was based upon the term ravening, or ravaging, but that's...
Okay.
Oh look, I have to rescue this idiot.
Is-
But other than that, no.
We're gonna take care of you.
You know, I was half expecting him to actually be alive or just standing in the fire. What? Wait, he's alive. Why was he lying there with his eyes open if he was unconscious?
Because... bad game.
Yeah. I get it.
Oh good, we're done up here. Let's go. Fuck this shit.
Call Mario. He's just gonna die in the next 5 seconds, isn't it?
I admit, one of the main reasons why the motion detector doesn't get as much shit from me as other things in this game does is for one simple reason. It lets you find out where collectibles are, like, say, audio logs or dog tags.
Okay,
Cruz should be here.
That's a good decision.
Oh, there he is. He was running over here.
All right, guys, head to the back bay. That's our new ops center.
Oh, okay.
The damn roofs.
Yeah, make a stand. Fucking game logic. So, sadly, one of the things about this game is that you always have to be on the lookout for various side passages and shit, so you can get more armor, or health, because there's, well, semi-regenerating health in segments, but armor is wholly separate from that, so, on you.
There's also a game that did that, the segments thing. Oh, Resistance, the PS3.
Set up a defensive perimeter, eh? Well, let's set it up by, say, just sticking this gun right here, yes.
My tractor's getting lit up here. You better get ready for this shit.
Okay, so question. Do the turrets have an arc of fire, or are they 360?
Oh, they have an arc of fire.
Of course they do.
The thing about it is that its arc of fire only works on whatever the laser sees.
They're breaking through the doors.
Okay, so it's gonna wait until it swipes back to hit something.
Yep, just back and forth and back, and fuck my life, this is bullshit.
Can the Marines die and fail your mission?
No. They are invincible. There is no friendly fire in this game. Hey, look, there's a Marine up there. I will happily and gleefully shit all over this game for a great many design decisions, but the one design decision it did not do wrong was ensuring that there was no friendly fire.
Now I'm just wondering if they actually had it implemented from the start, and then they
Gosh.
realized that you cannot finish the first level of the game.
I would not be surprised if that were the case.
Without just getting shot in the back of the head by Cruz. That guy's still going. Reminds me of, I think it's the
Wait until you
priest.
see the clipping.
Oh. Now he's just standing in there. Okay. Floating aliens. Nice.
Yep, and people thought I was an idiot for trying to do this game. Wait, I am an idiot for doing this game because it's so fucking bad.
Is that dude up top still fighting the aliens hand to hand?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, he's totally the guy from, I think it's the priest from Alien 3, that he just basically yells, "Come on, get me," at an alien with
Yep.
like a pipe. And then the alien jumps him, and you just say, "Okay, he's dead." Like 10 seconds afterward, you just hear like, "Is this all you got?" And it's like, the guy's still alive. He's still fighting the fucking alien hand to hand. I think that's the only thing I remember about Alien 3.
Honestly, if you ever watch Alien 3, I sincerely suggest you check out the assembly cut instead of any of the other cuts, because it's...
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I cannot remember if I actually saw that one. I don't think so.
Well, the best way I can describe the assembly cut is it's the director's cut, only the director disavowed the movie after the studio fucked him. So...
It was directed by David Fincher, wasn't it?
Pardon, could you repeat that? I was right in the middle of getting shot at by everything.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the director, but I think it's David Fincher. Yeah, it's David Fincher.
Yeah.
She's not here. Sorry, sir.
Time to get some more ammo. Okay, so, time to get a new weapon, because I think we're done with close-in shittery. Let's go with a weapon that, well, I know will kill shit in 2 shots. The battle rifle, which I've used at the start of this game, at the start of this episode. This thing is your basic sniper rifle, only, well, it's actually designed to kill shit instead of just tickle them amusingly.
Is that in the background supposed to be the refinery?
Yep, no, actually, that is not the remains of the atmosphere process. That is the remains of the
sorry.
Sulaco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because in a cutscene that was removed from the release of this game and was only shown in the E3 promo, you got to see the Sulaco crash land.
Are we talking crash landing, or are we talking just full-on crashing into the planet? Because something
Oh,
of that size...
yeah, it full-on crashed, nose first, straight into the ground. Boom.
Wouldn't that be like a couple megatons explosion as well?
With the 6 fusion reactors it had, probably.
Ah, God.
So hey, guess what? Guess who wants a boss fight?
Wait. Are there boss fights in this game?
The hell is that?
Oh, no.
Say hello to the Rhino. This thing is an absolute pain in the dick for one simple reason. There is an achievement for killing it without taking any damage. Oops. Hang on, gotta dodge.
We're not getting that.
Yep.
Good, for 1 second I thought it was like a one-hit kill.
No, it just turns off your heads-up display. And it has an area of effect damage. Because this game isn't stupid enough. So many words. Oh, and by the way, your protagonist, this fucking idiot of a character, can only run for so long before he starts to, you know, turn into an idiot.
Does your character get any line or any name or anything? It's just a drone.
His name, it's technically called the Rhino.
Huh. Oh, and it has bodies as well, because, you know, it wasn't enough.
And I'm dead, and look at me slowly fall over after getting gently tapped by it.
And it just freezes the rest of the game. Jesus Christ.
This game, yeah, such a magical fuck-up.
Sorry, sir. I sent Reed with Hicks and an APC out of the colony. So what?
Okay, I need to remember what I actually used to kill this thing last time around, because it's not an easy fight, to be honest. It's very much a pain in the everything. So I'm just going to go for all of the alternate fire that I have with explosive ammo.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
Oh, hey.
Oh, you do have grenades. I was about to ask.
Yeah, you want to know how to grab a grenade?
Do I?
Press G, and it brings it up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it is not tap to throw, it is tap and hold.
What is this, 1997 again?
1997 had better games.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, I did. But seriously, this has not been a thing since like the first Halo. I think the last game I remember who did this was Dark Forces 2.
And then I got killed by a pile of drones, because of course this game has, well, logic.
Oh dear God.
Would you like to know what its logic is?
Reading the dropship. Is she still at ups?
Comic-Con in the chat says 1997 probably had a better alien game, so now I'm going to make it my mission to find a game, an alien game that was released in 97, and prove them right, sorry.
Comic-Con is a lovely young lady from England, so yes, feel free to prove her right.
Okay. Well, we do have Alien Trilogy from the PSX, but it's 96.
The Alien Trilogy was, if I recall correctly, originally on PC as a, essentially it started as a Doom WAD, only it got massively modified.
That makes sense. But also, I'm afraid the best Alien game ever made was actually released in 1994. which is the Alien vs Predator arcade game. I will not take any comments at this time.
No. Here, look at this laugh. Note the APC. Note that it's out of the way. Note that its headlights are still facing where it was before it got hit.
It was floating out of a thing, yeah.
I had to show that off. I don't care about the death I just earned from that, showing that off, because it's just that magically stupid. It's worth it to show that stupid.
Is she still at ups?
Okay, so pulse rifle with grenades. Technically, this thing is got one load of buckshot with, well, incendiary buckshot left. So let's see what I can do about fixing that. Because you can modify your weapons on the fly. Guess how?
Question, if you die and you respawn, do you go back to having all the ammo you had before?
That's correct.
Oh, good. Jesus.
So here is how you change your weapon in the middle of a mission to change its various underslung doodly whack. So I currently have the tactical shotgun with incendiary shells. Oh, it has arc rounds, which are taser rounds, or I can just go straight for grenades, because I have available one upgrade point.
Okay.
Or I can just turn this into a fully automatic shotgun. With the pulse rifle, I actually have a couple of bits. Oh, hey, here's a good idea. A firebomb launcher and an actual laser sight. This thing has a flamethrower, frag grenades, shotgun. The battle rifle has a shotgun, proximity mines. Let's use the grenade launcher because, well, yeah, kind of obvious.
How do you get the upgrade points?
You gain levels by gaining experience by killing shit.
Oh. I'm trying really hard not to say RPG elements.
Oh, there's RPG elements. There's... yeah. Yeah.
I can just picture the project manager or whoever was in charge of this just having a spreadsheet like, nope, we need RPG elements. This is what the people are saying, are wanting now. Going full, decision by algorithm. Oh, it's on fire. Good. God.
Would you like to know what happened there?
Yeah.
What happened is that a drone... what happened is that a drone ran in just as I tapped explosive grenade on the battle rifle.
Yeah, you hit the suicide button. That'll happen.
And you have to admit, it's just so magically stupid you can't help but laugh your fucking ass off.
I mean, yeah, that one in particular, you can just laugh it off. The rest is just...
That's just magical retard in this game. Because, in reality, you know what happens with a grenade when you fire it?
It actually primes a certain distance away to avoid exactly that kind of shit, if I recall correctly.
Bingo!
What the hell is it?
Oh, the floating headlight again. Hello. Do the NPCs actually draw any kind of aggro from the enemies?
No, they don't.
Oh, fuck's sake.
This game in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. The AI is about as useful as tits on a crate. Oh, hey, look at this. There's a big old fuel tank sitting right over here. You're ostensibly supposed to lure it into charging. And then I get turned into splat. Yeah, I got turned into smear. Look at it go!
And the thing is, it didn't die. It just keeps charging
Still at ups?
the now exploded tank.
Sorry, sir.
I know, I am just punch-drunk laughter at this point, you know?
Can you actually kill this Wonko? Are you supposed to like get on a crane and
You
drop
were
a
supposed to kill it.
crate on him?
You were supposed to kill it by shooting it. Oh, I may as well show off the alternative grenades, because yeah, actually there are 2 other types of grenades in this game.
You know, it's not that I don't believe you, but if I was playing this for the first game, for the first time, after these many tries and seeing the guy not going down, I would seriously be considering that I was missing something.
Well, yeah, you're missing a good game design. Too bad this thing doesn't have it.
I mean, fair. Fair. Can you shoot the tank yourself if it's close enough to it?
In theory. In practice, it'll just blow up and kill you.
Of course it does. Those drone spawns are just... At least tell me this guy's like the end of the level.
I can't remember, honestly.
They could have let you use the APC as well.
Yeah, but that involves thought, and what part of this game exposes any sort of thought process?
I know. I'm just, thinking out loud.
Oh, there we go. Anytime, anywhere. I killed it without taking any damage.
Nice.
So, yeah, that was the Rhino.
That was a thing. That's the
Yep.
floating lights again.
It's just... everything about this game screams wasted potential to me.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's kind of what I mentioned before. It also reeks of decision by committee. Like there was no reason whatsoever to put it on Acheron, or to get Higgs back in here, or to give you replaced pulse gun. I mean, it's alien Marines. You have Marines, you have aliens. That's it. You don't need anything else.
And yet
to
they
make
still
it
somehow
good
fucked it
game.
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's what hurts the most. The fact that every part of this game could have been great, except at every step of the way, every person in charge of design, in charge of plot, in charge of everything important to make a game good, not only dropped the ball, but they then shit all over the ball and rubbed their faces in it. It's... I can't.
Oh, dropship.
I got you, Raider.
Yep, and I have to do this.
We're not
Disconnecting
going to
the
be able
fuel.
to do it. The pilot turns around, it's an alien, right?
No.
Good.
I just have to deal with an infinite swarm of drones while disconnecting the various fuel pipes from this thing, because apparently it has 6 fucking fuel tanks, all of which take a different fucking fuel hose.
Wow. So I'm going to ask something and you're going to laugh at me. Are you
Shoot.
invulnerable while you're operating the hoses?
No.
Jesus Christ.
There is no iframes at any point in this game.
Cover me, reloading.
I'm going to take another wild guess here.
Fucking hell, there's one more
The
fucking
NPCs
fuel
cannot
line.
and will not operate the houses, and it's just basically you.
Pretty much. This game was, oh, quote,
Yeah.
balanced for 4-player co-op.
Wait, it actually has co-op, or it was...
Actually has co-op.
Oh, okay. But yeah, now that you mention that, yeah, a lot of the decisions can be attributed to that.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, okay, somebody's
Yeah.
going to be drawing fire, so the other person playing this can actually do the requested shit, whatever has to be done. But no. And then the NPCs do not take up that job, so you're kind of fucked.
Gotta refill that ammo because I know what's coming. Fucking hell, this game, guys.
Now that I mentioned co-op, somebody could totally do like a horde shooter, like Left 4 Dead, but with aliens.
In fact, that is one of the DLC in this game.
Okay.
$10, by the way.
Part of this game. Yeah, this is like... I'm starting to get the same feeling for the Aliens franchise as I get from Warhammer, which is... It has so much potential, and then you get a video game, and most of them are shit.
Hey, look, a cutscene.
Hey! Wait. Why is Bishop in one piece?
Another bishop.
That doesn't...
This is so stupid. Look at that stupid-ass retcon.
No, that's the Fury name drop.
That's a longer story. Except for one thing, taking these guys down. That's all I got left. Let's get to it. Floor is yours, sir. We're all colonial marines. I would have born
So they just basically go, oh, I'm not gonna say.
No, it gets even stupider.
Okay.
Let Wayland Yutani take that away from them. Now, we don't have an FTL ship to get all of us back off planet. But they do. How long we got to do it? Comes in tonight. They're packing up for good. Take this ship or we don't leave. No chance we're gonna get. I have 63 active United States colonial marines, and we're
Wait, did the ships in the Alien universe have FTL?
Yeah.
and we're gonna get everything we can to take this
Huh.
company and Michael Wayland down for all the shit they put us through and taken from us. Hoorah to ashes, O'Neill. Hoorah, Captain. For the Marines we lost, guys.
Okay, and that is shitty level number 9 over and done with. Thank fuck for that.
Well, that's one down. Only, what, 2 to go?
2 to go, and I'm going to make it a twofer. So, 75 total kills, including the assists. I'm going to leave game because otherwise, after 10 seconds, it drops you right back into the shit. Honestly, I don't know what I hate more about this game. The bugginess, the absolutely ludicrous levels of jank, the complete lack of care and concern and even basic collision detection, as you saw. It's just... everything smacks of a complete lack of overall effort when everything is said and done.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about any other... No. Yeah, you're pretty much right. It's not even effort, it's just... I was gonna use the word disdain.
When it comes down to it, though,
feels like...
when it comes down to it, the sad thing is that the studios that went out of business as a result of Gearbox fucking them over during the development of this game because Gearbox subcontracted them and then proceeded to absolutely shaft them in every way possible. They cared. The art department went to the trouble of accurately modeling pulse rifles, accurately modeling the designs of the various ships, doodads, computers, even damn near
Yeah,
one-to-one
looks
perfect... even damn near 1-to-1 perfectly got the hangar bay in its ruin in the Sulaco after the fight between Ripley and the Queen. But that's the only thing that they managed to get sorted. It's the only thing that the game got right. And as much as it pains me to admit, with the nostalgia in my heart for this series, the movies that I grew up watching, and, well, we don't talk about the fourth movie because Joss Whedon wrote that, and, well, he's a hack. What it all comes down to is that at the end of the day, there's just, this game can't even be called a bad cash-in. It's just soulless.
Yeah, yeah.
I could spend multiple minutes to even an hour or so pontificating about just how absolutely shit the characters are as well, but that's for another time, because good god, you could hear my brain starting to melt simply due to the presence of those idiots. But anyway, that was Mission 9 out of 11. I want to thank you all for showing up and watching me go insane. I want to thank you specifically, Edmund, for being willing to chat with me while I was slowly going insane.
Well, I was about to say thank you for inviting me, but I'm not entirely sure.
Well, on the bright side, a good friend helps make suffering a lot easier, and you're a good friend. So again, thank you very much.
Theodore. Yeah, I'm just sorry you're going through this, because, I mean, I could probably go through this game and just laugh at how bad it is and not get mad at it, even if I do love the series, the Alien, the Alien series. Again, we're not talking about 4, and we're not talking about Prometheus or the other one, because holy shit.
As far as I'm concerned, the biggest mistake Ridley Scott made regarding Prometheus and Covenant was caving to marketing's demands that they somehow be tied to the Alien series.
I have gigantic issues with Prometheus. I have not seen Covenant, because I read that it was actually worse than Prometheus, and I hated Prometheus with a passion. So yeah, no.
Honestly, I would just suggest going to the YouTube channel of, what's it called? Video Wins. Or Video Win, if I recall correctly. Because that guy did a summary on both Prometheus and Covenant, and basically cherry-picked all the good parts for you.
I'm going to take it in, because I remember hating Prometheus.
Well,
the thing is, I could probably play this game without going as insane as you are, because I can just filter it out. Like, even if I love the series, I can just play the game and not give a shit. But you are getting mad at it.
I am legitimately mad at it, because, again, so much promise just shit down the fucking tubes. And almost all of it can be blamed on Gearbox. There's allegations that Sega wanted the game to be a bit more Call of Duty-like, which is why you get shit like Rhino 3-1 Actual all the fucking time, instead of the more mild and generally human banter that you had in the movie Aliens between the various crew members. But
we're Oscar Mike.
Yeah, no you're not. Fuck off. Ramirez do everything. And when it comes down to it, it's just... this game could have been so good. Aliens vs. Predator in 1999 showed that you can be a Marine, you can be state of the badass fucking art, you can have weapons out your fucking ears, and you can still be terrified shitless with one simple thing. And that thing was
over Crowley Boy.
The thing that worked with Aliens vs. Predator, the 1999 game, is that the aliens had, what's the term I'm looking for? They had a random selection of spawn points per area. So you never knew where they were going to come from. You were always on edge, and it made it amazing, because even as the ultimate badass of the ultimate badass art, you were constantly ass-puckeringly terrified of something coming up out of your back corner where you weren't looking, and just going chomp, and then you die. And in this game, no.
To be fair, in a universe where the aliens and the Predator exist, it doesn't matter how much of a badass you are, you're still at the bottom of the fucking food chain.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, one of the things that honestly enjoy about Alien as a movie is that it was the paradigm shift in science fiction. Up until 1979, science fiction films was all, hey, look at this alien, he's a buddy. And then 1979 rolls around, this movie comes out, and everyone who sees it not only has an ass crack so fucking tight they can crack metal with it, but they suddenly realize, holy shit, what if those are out there instead of something positive and chirpy and helpful?
I still remember there's a picture going around of the first showing of Alien, and somebody took a picture at the exact scene where the chestbuster shows up, and you can see everybody just being completely terrified, just trying to look away from the screen, and there's a guy in the back just smiling.
Interesting trivia about that scene. By the way. When Ridley Scott filmed it, the cast, the people who are going to be in front of the cameras and all, the only person who got any detail about it was John Hurt, who was playing Kane. Everyone else just was given a single page saying, it emerges. Victoria Cartwright, who played the character Lambert, she got splashed with blood. That was real blood. It was from a cattle butchery.
Oh, God.
So her scream of shock and horror was real.
And I can actually, I can see that image of just her screaming when the blood hit her.
Yeah, and it's just very much a case of the only Sigourney Weaver said this about 25 years after that movie came out. She said, in retrospect, we should have worried more when we saw that every person in the crew behind the cameras was wearing a raincoat. So again, thank you very much for coming, Edmund. Thank you for spending time with me, keeping me mostly sane in a level designed to keep you insane.
Come on, only two to go.
Yeah.
Just focus on that.
Yeah, so 2 more to go, and I hope to have it done by Saturday, hopefully by torturing Cool Guy with them. So again, thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves.
Take care.
And all the best.
Bye-bye.